A hearty good evening to one and all present over here. I, Manjari Sharma, team lead of Project Sambal, would like to warmly welcome you all to the finale of the debate competition. A very hearty congratulations to all the people who qualified with us. Before we witness our amazing debaters, I would like to tell you all a brief about sarkarischool.in. Sarkari School is an initiative of We Citizens Foundation. This is an initiative to build a platform for those working in the field of education, uplifting the future of younger generations through their hard work, those who are not related to government or any organization but are helping the neglected strata of the society. Our mission in Sarkari School is to build a platform for those working in the education field to bring to light the unacknowledged talent which exists in the country, to honor the teacher and mentors who are working tirelessly to provide the good quality education to the deprived sections of the society. Our organizational goals are to establish for ourselves a stable source of funds to be able to bring tangible benefits to the government schools, to establish ourselves as a think tank dedicated towards the policy research and advocacy. Alongside this, to continue our efforts aimed directly at changing ground realities through our various projects like Project Gudiya, Project Kahani Kosh, Project Vedana, etc. A special thanks to our respected founder, Mr. Abhishek Sir, for having all of us on this wonderful platform. Now, I would like to welcome on this virtual stage Muskan, who is the event coordinator for Project Sambal, to tell us more about the thought behind this amazing project, which is Project Sambal. Thank you. Muskan, the virtual stage is all yours. Due to some technical glitches, Muskan is not able to join us. Let me quickly brief you all about the Project Sambal. Project Sambal aims at spreading legal awareness among school going children in both rural and urban areas. This project aims to aware school children with basic legal knowledge so that we can enable them to know and use their child rights and constitutional rights as well as duties. Our vision is to enable children by providing them legal knowledge and awareness about our constitutional rights to make them aware about citizens. Muskan, kindly welcome our moderator for the evening.
Good morning, everyone. So the moderator for the event is Gauri Kapoor. So I would like to welcome her. She is the content team head of Project Sambal to take up on the presentation.
Thank you, Muskan. Good evening, everyone. I am Gauri Kapoor, Content Team Head of Sarkari School under the Project Sambal, and I would like to extend a warm welcome to all of you. First of all, let me introduce our adjudicators this evening, Miss Manjari Sharma and Miss Barsha. Miss Manjari is the team lead of Project Sambal of Sarkari School. We welcome you, ma'am. Now let me introduce Miss Barsha. She is a student of National Law University, Odisha. We welcome you, ma'am. Our debate is based on the topic of the difference in marriageable age of male and female. Child marriage is basically the formal or informal marriage of a child with or without consent under the age of 18. Child marriage is no less than exploitation of right. We must do away with ideas that reinforce that girls are inferior to boys. Now, rules for the debate. The debate will be divided into two rounds, speech and rebuttals. Speech round. In the speech round, the participants will deliver their arguments against each other according to their teams. These are the following rules for the debate round. Participants have to deliver their arguments of 5 minutes. The points will be deducted if their time exceeds. Participants should maintain the decorum of the session. Any misbehavior, foul language, dishonesty will lead to disqualification or reduction of points. As we will also be marking on research, so please try to include as many valid points as you can in your argument. Rules for rebuttal round. In the rebuttal round, the participants will answer to each other according to their teams. These are the following rules for rebuttal rounds. Participants have to give their rebuttals in 2 minutes. The points will be deducted if the time exceeds. Participants should maintain the decorum of the session, as we will also be marking on rebuttals, so please try to give a proper validation. Any misbehavior, foul language, dishonesty will lead to disqualification or reduction of points. The participants will be marked according to this marking scheme: 20 points for research, 20 points for rebuttal, 20 points for the way of speaking, and 10 points for the body language. Now let me call out the participants for this event. I now invite Team 1. I would like to invite Miss Ayushi to deliver her argument.
सबसे पहले तो मैं सभी को नमस्कार करना चाहूंगी। मेरा नाम आयुषी वर्मा है और मैं जो हमारा आज का विषय है डिफरेंस इन मैरिजेबल एज ऑफ मेल एंड फीमेल, आदमी और औरत की जो शादी करने की जो उम्र है उसमें जो ये एक जेंडर डिस्क्रिमिनेशन है, क्या एक भेदभाव है। सबसे पहले मैं आपको कहना चाहूंगी कि जेंडर डिस्क्रिमिनेशन आखिर है क्या। जेंडर डिस्क्रिमिनेशन मतलब लड़का या लड़की या फिर किसी LGBTQ जो है इनमें भेदभाव करना, इसे जेंडर डिस्क्रिमिनेशन कहा गया है। मोदी सरकार ने जो है पिछले वर्ष 15 अगस्त को ये कहा गया था कि वह लड़कियों की उम्र, शादी की जो उम्र है उसे बढ़ाने पर विचार कर रहे हैं, और जो उन्होंने करा है 18 से 21 साल कर दी गई है उसकी उम्र को। लेकिन ये बात कहना कि ये उम्र बढ़ाना जो है एक जेंडर डिस्क्रिमिनेशन को, भेदभाव को जो है बढ़ावा दे रहा है, ये गलत है। ये इसलिए गलत है क्योंकि 18 या 21 साल की जो उम्र है, कोई भी लड़का या लड़की वो अगर शादी करना चाहते हैं तो ये उनकी मर्जी है या उनके माता पिता की मर्जी है कि वो शादी करना चाहते हैं। 18-21 साल अगर कोई भी लड़का या लड़की डिटरमाइंड है, एकदम संकल्पी है कि वो हाँ अपने जो उसका भविष्य है उसे वो किस तरह से आगे जाके बढ़ाएगा या आगे चलाएगा, तो वो जरूरी नहीं उसके लिए सिर्फ ये 18 या 21 ये सिर्फ एक मात्र अंक या फिर एक नंबर बन के रह गया है। और मैं ये कहना चाहूंगी कि ऐसी बहुत सारी औरतें हैं जिन्होंने 18 साल से कम की उम्र में ही उन्होंने शादी कर ली थी और आज भी वो सक्सेसफुल है। मैं आपको उदाहरण देना चाहूंगी। डिम्पल कबाड़िया जो है एक्ट्रेस है, 16 साल की उम्र में उन्होंने शादी कर ली थी और फिर भी आज भी वो एक एक्ट्रेस है। अनंबिका एक IPS ऑफिसर हैं जिनकी शादी सिर्फ 14 साल की उम्र में हो गई थी और उनके 18 साल की उम्र में 2 बच्चे भी हो गए थे। फिर भी उनका जो ये संकल्प था IPS ऑफिसर बनने का, वो उनका संकल्प ही रहा, वह डटी रही और आज वो एक IPS ऑफिसर बन चुकी हैं। और फिर अगर हम अपनी माताओं को देखें, हमारी माताएं जरूरी नहीं कि वो अपना एक प्रोफेशनल कोई रूप बना पाई, कि वो किसी प्रोफेशनलिज्म में उतर पाई, लेकिन आज भी वो अपने बच्चों को, अपने परिवार को पाल रही हैं। बहुत सारी हम लोगों की माँ होंगी जिनकी 18 वर्ष की उम्र से पहले ही शादी हो गई होगी, लेकिन आज भी वो अपना घर चला रही हैं। ये कहना कि 18 साल की उम्र में बच्चा घर चला पाएगा या 21 साल की उम्र में, यह सिर्फ एक समझदारी और सूझबूझ के ऊपर बात है कि हाँ वो चला पाएगा या नहीं। जिसमें वक्त के साथ समझ आ जाती है वह चला पाता है। और ऐसे बहुत सारी शादियां हैं जो 24 साल से ऊपर की उम्र में जिनकी शादियां होती हैं और फिर भी डाइवोर्स होते हैं। आप फैमिली कोर्ट में जाके देखिए, भर भर के वहां पे केस फाइल्स हो रखे हैं, जबकि ये कहा जाता है कि 45% जो शादियां थीं वो 20 से 24 साल की उम्र का बच्चा होने से पहले ही, लड़की के 20 से 24 साल होने से पहले ही उनकी शादियां हो चुकी थी। तो मैं ये कहना चाहूंगी कि और ऐसी आज भी हमारे ऑफिसेज में आप देख लीजिए या फिर उन औरतों को देख लीजिए जिनके अकालीन उनके पति निकल चुके हैं या फिर उनका जो भी उनका भविष्य रहा यही रहा कि वो आगे अपने जीवन को बढ़ावा दें। तो हम ये नहीं कह सकते कि 21 साल ही हो या 18 साल ही हो, जिसे जब शादी करनी है वो कर सकता है। और 21 साल और 18 साल यह सिर्फ एक नंबर बन के रह गया है और कुछ नहीं रह गया। रही भेदभाव की बात, ये हम लोगों की मानसिक सोच है कि हम लोग भेदभाव कर रहे हैं, जबकि भेदभाव जैसी जो चीज है उसे हमें चाहे 18 साल का बच्चा है, चाहे 21 साल का बच्चा है, उसे हमें अपने दिमागों से निकालना पड़ेगा। क्योंकि पहले जो समय था जब और लड़कियों की शादी कर दी जाती थी, पहले जो था मेल डोमिनेटिंग, मतलब कि मर्द को डोमिनेट करने वाली एक समाज था, जिसमें आदमियों को ही अहम माना जाता था, इसलिए औरतों की शादी जो है बहुत जल्दी कर दी जाती थी, और औरतों का जो उनका शिक्षा थी उस पर कोई जोर नहीं दिया जाता था। लेकिन आज के समाज में जहाँ बेटी बचाओ बेटी पढ़ाओ आंदोलन चल रहा है, वहां पर जो है इस चीज को जागरूकता दी जा रही है, इसीलिए ही उम्र को आगे बढ़ाया जा रहा है, जिससे कि औरतें पढ़ सकें और अपने ऊपर निर्भर हो सके। हम ये नहीं कह सकते कि नहीं 18 साल ही 21 साल ही, ये गलत है। मैं इसको समाप्त करना चाहूंगी। धन्यवाद।
Thank you, Miss Ayushi. Now I would like to call Miss Beauty to deliver her argument.
Am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible. Yes, you're audible.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, thank you. Good evening, everybody. First of all, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. I'm going to speak on for the motion of the topic, the difference in the marriageable age of male and female, root cause of gender discrimination. We cannot all succeed when half of us are held back. Gender inequality is the social phenomenon in which men and women are not treated equally. The treatment may arise from distinction regarding biology, psychology, or cultural norms prevalent in the society. Some of these distinctions are empirically grounded, while others appear to be social. Experience of gender across many domains, including education, life expectancy, personality, interest, family life, career, and political affiliation. Gender inequality is experienced differently across different cultures, and it also affects non-binary people. Every girl and boy deserve an equal chance to survive and thrive. As the leading expert on childhood, Save the Children has been campaigning equal right for every child of over 100 years. In fact, we invented the concept today. We are leading the champions for the human right of the world's 2.2 billion girls and the boys. Yet, gender discrimination started in the childhood continues to rob children of their childhoods and limit their chances, disappropriately affecting the world's girls. A girl is far more likely to be denied her rights, kept from school, forced to marry, and subjected to violence. Her voice undervalued, if it is heard at all. This assault on childhood also deprives nation of the energy and talent they need to progress. At the current rate of change, it will take over 200 years to achieve gender equality, and that's just in the US. This is unacceptable. Together, we can create a more equal world right from the start. Is the gender discrimination against the law? Of course. We are having fundamental right. This is against our fundamental right. Article 14, which talks about equality, right to equality. This is against the right of equality, which is for every citizen and every each and every members, applicable to girls as well as to the boys. Federal, state, and local laws protect individuals from gender discrimination and gender inequality in the US and in India as well. And additionally, it is recognized in both law and policy that promoting gender equality is critical to achieving foreign policy objective for a more prosperous and peaceful world. Whether it's by donating, advocating, or participating in an event challenge, you can challenge gender discrimination and gender inequality around the world, helping bridge the gap between the challenges girls face and future they deserve. You are helping ensure all children have equal opportunity to grow up healthy, educated, and safe life. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Miss Beauty. Now it's time for rebuttals. I would request Team 1 to be ready for rebuttals. Before starting, I would like to clear 2 points that each participant from Team 1 will go one by one to deliver rebuttals. Maximum 5 rebuttals are allowed in 2 minutes time. You cannot speak for more than 30 seconds for one rebuttal.
सॉरी एवरीवन, मुझे नहीं पता चला कि क्या हुआ अभी। जो भी ब्यूटी सिंह ने बोला, इस वक्त क्या हो रहा है, प्लीज आप बता सकते हैं?
Miss Ayushi, it's time for rebuttals, and you have 2 minutes time. And for one rebuttal, you are allowed 30 seconds.
आई एम सॉरी, लेकिन मुझे नहीं पता चला ब्यूटी सिंह ने क्या बोला। हाउ कैन आई रिबट? क्या ब्यूटी
Okay,
सिंह?
it's fine. If Beauty, do you have something to rebut?
Yeah,
Yeah, please
I
go.
want to rebut Ayusi's point, in which she said that by giving the example of Dimple Kabadia, that she is very successful, even she got marriage at the very early stage of her life. I want to ask her one question, that successful does not matter. What matter here is violation of her fundamental right, which is enriched in our Indian constitution in the article 14, which is violated, and discrimination has been done by whether she is successful, yes or no. Her gender discrimination is violated.
एक्चुअली उनका जेंडर डिस्क्रिमिनेशन वायलेटेड हम इसलिए नहीं कहेंगे क्योंकि जिस वक्त 18 साल की उम्र जो तय थी वो उस वक्त उनकी शादी नहीं हुई, उनकी शादी उससे पहले हुई है, तो इसलिए हम इसे वायलेशन नहीं करेंगे। और दूसरी बात, अगर डिम्पल कवाडिया अगर शादी करना चाहती हैं या उनका कंसेंट है, तो इसमें हम बीच में नहीं आ सकते कि नहीं आप शादी मत करो। ऐसे बहुत सारे चाइल्ड मैरिजेस है जिसमें लोग नहीं आते कि नहीं आप शादी नहीं कर सकते, तो उनकी खुद की मर्जी है।
Then why don't we have the boys example? Why don't the other male person also marry at the same age? The point here, successful does not matter as long as this is for the sake of the girl. The clear discrimination is going on. Why there is no
देखिए
marriage in the early stage of the life of the male?
देखिए एक्चुअली मैंने आपको अभी अपने स्पीच में भी बताया कि पहले जो था मेल डोमिनेटिंग थी सोसाइटी, तो उसमें क्या था कि लड़की को छोटा ही मानते थे और लड़के को बड़ी उम्र का मानते थे। वो चीज लोगों के जहन में ज्यादा बैठी हुई थी, इसलिए उनकी एज छोटी ही रही। और रही एग्जाम्पल्स के, मैं आपको मेल एग्जाम्पल क्यों नहीं दे पा रही हूँ, आप ऐसे सोसाइटी में बहुत सारे एग्जाम्पल आज भी देख रहे हो जिसमें गर्ल्स की एज बहुत ज्यादा है और बॉयज की बहुत कम है। हाल ही में उसकी आप प्रियंका चोपड़ा की आप शादी देख सकते हैं। इसमें इन्होंने, हम ये नहीं कह सकते कि बॉयज ने नहीं करी, ऐसे एग्जांपल जरूर ही कोई ना कोई होगा, कोई ना कोई
नहीं,
एक्सेप्टेंस
प्रियंका
जरूर
चोपड़ा का
होगी जिसमें बॉयज भी कम उम्र के रहे होंगे।
If we take the example of Priyanka Chopra, here the Nick Jonas is not below the age of 18 or 21, which is the valid age. But the girls which you took the example of Dimple Kapodia, she was below 18. And the discrimination is still going on. We cannot, yeah, this is fair enough that if
नहीं,
Priyanka
आप
Chopra
ये
and Nick
नहीं कह
Jonas has
सकते।
married,
देखिए
the
सुनिए,
discrimination here does not go,
प्रियंका
because here the
चोपड़ा जो है
fundamental
वो
right
एक
is not
लेटेस्ट
violated and no
एग्जाम्पल है।
discrimination.
एक्सक्यूज मी, प्रियंका चोपड़ा इज अ
No
लेटेस्ट
discrimination
एग्जाम्पल।
has
लेकिन
been done over here
जब हम
because
डिम्पल
Nick
कवाडिया
Jonas
के
is
पास जाते हैं,
above for 21.
लेट मी स्पीक फर्स्ट। जब हम डिम्पल कवाडिया के एग्जाम्पल पर जाते हैं
Yeah,
तो वो बहुत
you can
पुरानी
raise your
बात है,
hand as well.
इस
And
चीज
let
को आप
me
अपना टाइम।
first, yeah, let me first stop to my point and clear out my point. Then you can speak, and same rule apply to me as well.
ओके बोलिए, मैं बोलूं?
No,
मैं ये
I'm
कहना
done with
चाहूंगी
my
कि
point. You
डिम्पल
can.
कवाडिया, सुनिए आप पहले मेरा पॉइंट सुन लीजिए। मैं ये कहना चाहूंगी कि डिम्पल कवाडिया की जब भी शादी हुई है वो समय आज का समय नहीं था जहाँ पे एलजीबीटी को भी राइट मिले हुए हैं। वो समय या वो विचारधाराएं नहीं थी लोगों की। मैं बार बार इस चीज को क्या कहूँ आपसे कि लोगों की विचारधाराएं ऐसी नहीं थी कि आदमी छोटी उम्र में ही शादी कर ले। और फिर अगर आपको आदमियों की छोटी उम्र में शादी ही देखनी है तो आपने ये कह सकते हैं कि चाइल्ड मैरिज भी तो होती थी। चाइल्ड मैरिज क्या बच्चे छोटे नहीं होते थे जब उनकी शादियां होती थी? अगर हम बॉयज को देखें या फिर गर्ल्स को देखें तो उस चीज में आप नहीं कह सकते इस चीज को। और जो आप अपना पॉइंट मैं आपको ये कहना चाहूंगी कि आप जैसे कह रहे हो कि जेंडर डिस्क्रिमिनेशन है। अगर हम कहें कि 18-21 साल एक जेंडर डिस्क्रिमिनेशन है, 18 साल का बच्चा कौन सी क्लास में होगा? 18 साल का बच्चा अभी 12th पास करी है उसने, ठीक है, 21 साल के बच्चे ने ग्रेजुएशन पास करी है। तो इसमें क्या आपको ये सोशल डिस्क्रिमिनेशन नहीं लगता कि वो है? जब लड़कियों को इतना कम पढ़ने दे रहे हैं और लड़के 21 साल तक पहुंच रहे हैं, उन्हें इतना ज्यादा पढ़ने दे रहे हैं, क्या ये सोशल डिस्क्रिमिनेशन नहीं है? आप बताइए।
तो यही तो बात है कि जेंडर डिस्क्रिमिनेशन हो रही है, एंड जेंडर डिस्क्रिमिनेशन इज मेनली फोकसिंग टुवर्ड द गर्ल चाइल्ड। एंड ऑल्सो आपने बिगनिंग में बोला कि माता पिता की मर्जी से शादी हो रही है। सो हियर माता पिता की मर्जी से इफ यू आर गोइंग टू मैरी अ गर्ल,
Yes, beauty.
देन व्हाई ओनली गर्ल्स शुड go and
I would like to stop you there because the time has been exceeded. So the rebuttal time is over for your team. Thank you, team one. Now I would like to go on with team two. I invite Miss Ruhani to deliver her argument.
Gauri, one moment, please. So I would request like all the participants one is speaking, like they take 30 seconds. Then after 30 seconds, the other team individual can speak. Here we are like debating and we're not fighting. So let's respect each other. Thank you.
Yeah, can I proceed?
Yes, please.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay, thank you. What breaks my heart is when we make things apart. Why he goes out for work and and today I'll be connecting with you people on the topic of gender discrimination and how child marriage or the difference in the marriageable age is the root cause of that issue. Are you planning to work after the baby is born? Don't go out alone. You are so assertive, girls should be polite. These are some remarks all of the girls come across in their day to day life. Why is it so? This is because from the day the girls are born, they face gender inequality regarding their expectations, regarding the access to their basic facilities or the opportunities in life. Why do we murder her in the womb? Why do we let the cries of that innocent go like this only? What's her fault? Actually, the reality is it's not her fault at all. It is we people, the society, who created this line of discrimination. The tree of gender discrimination has now spreaded its roots to other gender also. You all people must be aware of the Zomato boy incident, or even you must have came across the incidents where the transgenders they are prohibited to enter the malls and other places. Despite all this, female sex is the only one who suffers the most. The difference in the marriageable age is the root cause of this problem. Child marriage is the driving agent for gender discrimination. Why is it so that minimum age for marry for girls is 18 and for boys is 21? This inequality has deprived the women of higher education, and it has also made our nation lag behind not only in the education sector but in health sector also, as becoming pregnant at such an early age causes many health risks to the life of that innocent girl. This problem has not only made the country lag behind, but also it has affected the women on their mental part. We have shamelessly traded our daughters and sold her through dowry in the greed. People have forgotten the fear of God and even the fear of law. Girl should be given the gift of life. She is the source of life. She is excelling in all the fields. Give her equal rights and respect in all spheres of life. After all, a woman, how? Can you people tell me, is a woman less than anyone? She has been the head of a village. She has become a successful president, a successful prime minister, an astronaut, a doctor, or a teacher. When Lord is one and soul is a part of it, then why have we created these differences? I would like to say change. Change the thinking now. Change the wrong attitude and the wrong practices of the society. Awaken and listen to the voice of your conscience. Concluding my words, I would like to say to all the girls out there, ignore the people who try to put you down. You are the one and the only one, king of your crown. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ms. Rohani. Now I would like to invite Mr. Harshit to deliver his argument.
Thank you, Miss Gauri. Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible. Please continue.
Hello everyone, my name is Harshit Bansal, first year student of Punjab University Chandigarh, and I will be speaking against the topic that the differences in the marriageable age for both boys and girls is a root cause for gender inequality in the society. Okay, sorry. When freedom can't be achieved unless women have been emancipated from all forms of oppression in the society. These were the words of a former great leader, Nelson Mandela, while citing gender inequality in the society. When we look at the different marriageable age in the different personal laws, like the Hindu Marriage Act 1955, Special Marriage Act 1954, Prevention of Child Marriage Act 2006, the marriageable age for both boys and girls are different. That is, the men can marry at the age of 21 years and the girls can marry at 18 years of age. When we look at, first of all, let us understand the term, what the term gender inequality means. Gender inequality is a term which is used to describe the disparity between the both boys and girls in different aspects of the society, like moral aspects, economical aspects, legal aspects, cultural aspects, etc. So, don't you think that only the difference in the marriageable age for both boys and girls is the root cause of gender discrimination? Well, I don't think so because of some of the statistics that I have. In one of the surveys undertaken by the National Sample Survey Organization, now known as National Statistical Office, the number of people below poverty line in the year 1973-74 was more than 320 million, and in the year 2012, the number of people below poverty line is now more than 270 million, which means that after 50 years of the struggle we have faced, only 15 million population has been removed from the below poverty line. And it also means that these people are not able to provide basic education facilities to the children. It means that some of the girls are also not able to study. Also, if the girls are if some of the families are able to provide the study to their children, they prefer to provide the education to the boys rather than girls. That is why the literacy rate among boys is 82%, while the literacy rate for girls is just 65%. And that is where the main difference comes behind. So there are other aspects as well, like the dowry system prevailing, the gender tax prevailing. Like in the year 2020, more than 3 lakh rape cases happened, which is a huge amount. Sex abortion techniques are also prevailing in the society. The sex ratio are also different, low among many states like Haryana, which is just 824, which is a main cause of gender inequality. We have got a 48 Chief Justice of India, N.V. Ramanna, but still now we haven't got one female Chief Justice. Like I consider my own state example, Punjab is are having only 2 women cabinets. So where the gender inequality go? It is the main concept, like the so I don't think that the difference in marriageable age for both boys and girls is the main aspect. What should we do is that the gross enrollment ratio must be achieved by the year 2030 so that both boys and girls are able to study. Moreover, other things can be taken care of, like the campaigns like Beti Bachao Beti Padhao, which was undertaken by the Haryana government, should also be promoted, and the gender inequality, sex education must be provided to various fields of the every person in the society. And I would like to say that this thing that we can say that the difference in the marriageable age for both boys and girls must be different. I don't particularly must be different. I particularly agree with that, and I don't have any problem with it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Harshit. Now it's time for rebuttals. I would request Team 2 to be ready for rebuttals. Before starting, I would like to clear 2 points that each participant from Team 2 will go one by one to deliver rebuttals. Maximum 5 rebuttals are allowed in 2 minutes' time. You cannot speak for more than 30 seconds for one rebuttal. Miss Ruhani is not in the meeting.
I think there is some network issue on her part. Kindly proceed with the next team. We will give the rebuttal chance to them once she is in.
Okay. Now I would like to start with our last team. I would like to invite Mr. Honey to deliver his argument. Honey is texting me that he is backstage and to let him in.
All right. From the first team, whom do we have? Sorry, from the third team, whom do we have?
We have Honey and we have Aditya.
Do we have Adityan over here?
Yes, I'm here. Hello, am I
Kind.
audible?
Yes, you're audible. Kindly proceed.
Well, am I visible?
Yes,
Yes,
you are.
yes, you're visible. Please continue.
Marriage. Marriage is a beautiful risk as long as you participate in it with the same zeal and you make it as an adventure that you embark. Greetings to one and all present here. This is Aditya Jahan. I'm a student of BCom LLB, first semester, and today I would like to advocate against the motion. That is, the difference between the marriageable age for boys and girls, the root cause of discrimination. Well, what is marriage for all of you? A social obligation? Maybe. A necessity? A blockage of your liberty? Or, as we Indians like to say, a bonding for 7 lifelong? Well, whatever your reasons may have been, this marriage, the concept, the basic concept of marriage, has always been under controversy and discussions. Well, recently it has been discussion for the increasing age for girls for marriage from 18 to 21 years, and for the punishment and making punishable the marital rape. Well, we have always been fascinated by marriages. We all wanted to attend weddings of others, and we Indians especially have a fancy for it. Well, if I'm not wrong, about 2 3 years ago, the world went gaga over the marriage of Priyanka Chopra and Nick Jonas, especially for their age gap, the 10-year age gap, especially when the woman is older than the groom. Well, this age gap, the topic of age gap has always been discussed, and it's a basic concept especially during the arranged marriages, it has been a very concept that on which the marriages are proceeded or which the profiles, the prospects are been selected. So why there has always been a trend of younger brides and older grooms, and why we think that the desirability and the probability of a girl who is younger gets high in the marriage market than than old than a older wife or a older groom. Well, we must look into the history and the sociological development of a marriage itself. Well, marriage is a way longer concept. Marriage is a way longer concept than we already know it. Before the dated history, marriage has been dated for about 2300 BCE. And marriage was not always about love or the pursuit of love. The dreamy marriages and the lovely romances of the Jane Austen novels is the latest advancement in the terms of marriage. Well, before the monogamy we know, there were always been other kinds of marriages like polyandry, polygamy, or even in Manusmriti, it has been mentioned that there are 8 kinds of marriages that exist. And before the concept of love and the pursuit of love, marriage has always been seen as a transfer of power among the elite and a reproductive system. As a young girl is more reproductive than the older ladies, then it has been always been that younger girls are getting married first. Well, in our modern times, it's not practical and it's not ethical at all. But does it mean that the younger age of girl but does that mean that younger age of girls or getting married girls at a younger age is the root cause of discrimination? Well, I have to disagree on this point because we can't say if everyone in India has a right to vote for about 18. So why don't we have the right to get married or choose our partners? Are not we prudent enough? Or are we not responsible enough for that? Or are we educated enough to make our girls choose their partners? As the opposition would like to say that a younger girl is more prone towards getting under the subordination of the male or the male partner whom she is living with. Well, it's not the age here, it's the education and the awareness that girl has, because a younger girl is as prone as getting under the subordination as an older lady. It's not about the age, it's about the capability, how capable the girl is, how educated the girl is. Because even in the recent times, we have seen the rise in the child marriages, especially during the corona pandemic. So it's the lack in the implementation of the law, it's lack in the mindset of the society, is the deprivation and the disregarding of the basic human rights that we have seen that cause the deprivation or the deterioration of the girl child. We have to change the mindset. We need basic rules. We need especially a better education. We need opportunities. We need our girls to be more capable. This capability is going to make a difference someday, not an age. And I would like to conclude here that if a girl is aware about her rights and if a girl is aware about what she wants, then only can we can see some progress in society, and that's I would like to say it all. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Adityan. Now I would like to invite Mr. Honey to deliver his argument.
Am I
Yes, you
Yes,
are.
you're audible. Please continue.
in this mesmerizing cold evening? A warm hello to all. I am Anand Abbas from class 10 speaking for the motion on topic the difference in marriageable age of male and female root cause of gender discrimination. In India, boys experience adolescence differently. While boys tend to experience greater freedom, girls tend to face extensive limitations on their ability to move freely and to make decisions affecting their education, work, marriage, and even the major part of their life, the social relationships. The UNICEF says every child deserves to reach her or his full potential. In India, boys see gender inequality in boys and girls see gender inequality in their homes and communities every day, in textbooks, in movies, in the media, and among the men and women who provide their care and support physically or mentally. They are very young at 18, and raising this to 21 allows them to be financially independent as well. It may also bring down to the divorce rates given that they will have the experience to deal with the problem. Mostly children complete their school at 18, and when they study in school, they don't know the world that much, but they step out of the world when they step out then when they step out of school and get experience of world. And my dear, the experience doesn't come with theories like girls matures faster than boys. My dear, experience comes with age, so understand it and stand for it. According to me, it's a violation of children's human right and form a gender based violence that robs the main developing age of child, and it also disturbs education and drives vulnerability to violence and discrimination and abuse. Lastly, I would say that the country like India will not fully develop unless both girls and boys are equally supported to reach their full potential. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Honey. Now it's time for rebuttals for Team 3. I would request Team 3 to be ready for rebuttals. Before starting, I would like to clear 2 points that each participant from Team 3 will go one by one to deliver rebuttals. Maximum 5 rebuttals are allowed in 2 minutes' time. You cannot speak for more than 30 seconds for one rebuttal.
So, hello, am I audible?
Yeah.
Yes, you're audible.
Okay, so my first question, as you have mentioned, that experiences does come with age. Well, fine, a fair point here, but maturity doesn't. And saying that girls mature faster than boys is also wrong and unethical as well, and it's not scientific at all. But saying that doesn't, if one man or a woman is prudent to choose the government of a country, how he or she is not prudent to choose their life partner?
Sorry, can you repeat your last line?
If a man or woman is prudent to choose the government for a country, how he or she is not intelligent for choosing their life partners at their age.
And basically this question is according to me it's not a right question, because choosing a leader for your country is not based on only on you, it's based on whole country. And in India the voting ratio is also very less, so it's up to whole country, not about yourself, and that's all.
So are you saying here that a man's vote doesn't is not as important because a country, but a man makes a society, a man makes a family, families make society, societies make states, states makes nations. So even single vote matters. So are you saying living in a democratic country that a single vote doesn't matter here? It's diverting, but that's your statement.
It's not my statements. That's the answer to your question, and your question was like that if a people can choose the leader for country, why can't he or he or uh, he or she can't choose his or her his or her life partner, then according to me, I had given the answer, and rest is up to you.
Well, again, you said that violence, women underage are violence because they violence or as human right that you have given
Or
an
is it
example
right?
here.
Or is it right? If it is not, if a child marriage, if if a child marriage occurs, is it right?
I'm not saying that a child marriage is right, but 18 you are
The
prudent
way
for
of your
that.
saying is that.
No, I didn't say that. I just
Can we
asked if
maintain the
Mr.
decency?
Honey, please maintain the decorum of the session. You're not allowed to shout. This is a healthy discussion that's happening over here. Please maintain the decorum.
Sorry, ma'am.
Well, that's all from my side. If Mr. Honey has any questions that he can ask.
Mainly, I have only one question for you, that in our country, why always these types of major decisions are based on gender discrimination, and and why we and why we still follow the stereotypes.
Mr. Honey, as I would like to say, the world is changing. We are not always lived in a white bread world, and we are not living in a white bread world. Time is changing, society is changing. We have to give a chance to society, and we have to give a chance to the society. They are improving. It's moving for its own pace. Yes, we need a faster development. Yes, the development should occur at a faster pace, but the growth should be women oriented, and I don't think that the question I have answered my question from my side. The growth should be women oriented, not based on somebody's assumptions. And yes, we are breaking the stereotypes. As very cliche poetry, roses are red, violets are blue. So patriarchy is getting smashed here.
Okay, thank you. That's all from my side.
Thank you, Team 3. Now I would like to invite Team 2 for rebuttals, so please be ready for that. Before starting, I would like to clear 2 points that each participant from Team 2 will go one by one to deliver rebuttals. Maximum 5 rebuttals are allowed in 2 minutes' time. You cannot speak for more than 30 seconds for one rebuttal, and please maintain the decency of.
Thanks, ma'am.
So, am I
Let
audible?
me. Yes, you're audible.
Am I? Am I Okay. So, Harshit, I would like to ask, yeah, like you said, that difference in the marriage age is not the root cause for gender discrimination. But getting married at such an early age of 18 deprives the women of their higher education, and it also making the country lag behind in the education sector.
Well, the main topic is that the difference in the marriageable age is one of the main cause. I certainly don't think that difference in the marriage age is one of the main cause, as there are many other things like basic education facilities and the violence which the women are facing, like the rape cases happening, are one of the other main causes. Like if the if a parent died, the properties get divided among the sons only and not among the women. These are the main things that should be taken care of, and then we can start thinking that the woman's marriageable age can be increased.
According to me, it should be increased. If a woman is educated, then only she'll be able to access to her rights and their fundamental duties also.
But if the woman is not provided with the basic education, how can she increase? Sorry, what are you saying? Am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. Ruhani?
Let me ask one question from her. That you was
Just wait, there is some network issue on her part.
okay. No problem.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are now. Please continue.
I think I haven't got my answer till now. If a girl is educated, then only she'll be able to assess her rights now. Then only she'll be able this is wrong and that is right and this is wrong.
Okay, you were saying that if the marriageable age is increased, right, it will be
Yeah,
beneficial for the society. But
yeah.
even now, if the age is 18 years, but even now the women are getting married at the age of 15 years. If the age is increased to more than 18 years, don't you think that the illegal age will there will be more illegal marriages happening in the society?
No, according to me. Because
Why?
if at the age of 18 a girl is getting married, she'll be deprived of her education, her rights also.
Sorry,
Don't you think so?
I don't think so. If your voice was little bit cracking.
Am I clearly audible now?
Yes, you're audible.
Yeah, I was asking at the age of 18, if a woman is getting married, she is not that much mentally prepared, or she doesn't know that she is depriving of her right of higher education also.
I was asking you one question that there will be increase in the illegal marriages happening in the society. You haven't answered me that yet.
Okay, I would like to stop. The time has been up.
Okay.
Harshit, you still have 2 minutes for your rebuttal. You can ask questions from Ruhani. Thank you.
So you can answer the same question.
What was the question? Can you please repeat?
If the marriageable age is increased to let's say 21 years, don't you think that there will be increase in the illegal marriages happening in the society? Marriages are still happening
According
below
to
the age
me,
of
no.
18
Suppose
years.
if the legal age would be increased to 21, awareness must be there among the masses that a girl should be getting married at the age of 21 instead of getting married at 18. In
So don't
because
you
as you know, in India, no one goes. Yeah, what
so
was you
don't
saying?
you think that other basic facilities must be provided? Then the the thing like the marriageable age should be increased.
Basic facilities are now only provided to the women.
How can you say that the literacy rate is just 65% among women?
It has grown. From the past few years, the literacy rate has gone very high. So you
And the
can't say that.
difference in the marriage literacy rate among both men and women are kind huge. Almost 10% is there is a difference between the literacy rate.
I think I'm not able to hear.
I'm saying that there's a huge difference in the literacy rate between the men and women.
I'm not getting it. Can you
Hello,
please just switch your mic off and then on it again? Yeah, yeah, now you are audible.
time is up.
Okay, time up.
Thank you, team 2. Now, our adjudicators will take some time to discuss the details and the results. So, I would invite Muskan.
So hello guys, it was a very insightful debate session today. I heard you all, and you all were very amazing. Since yesterday only, it was a very tough competition, and when we have to select you guys for the final round, we also we had a very tough call, like who to select and who not to select. Um, I would ask Gauri that what is your thought about, is it good that the age gap, about the age gap between the marriage of or it's not, like matlab, are you against or for the motion like others have told?
So I would say that yesterday's discussion was indeed a very insightful and knowledgeable session, and I congratulate all the participants that you could qualify through yesterday's round, and now you're here, and all the best for today's result. And about the debate, I would say that I am. against the motion. And
So the debate was very interesting. I was listening you all. There was a very healthy argument between you all, saying the factual points you all were telling were like amazing. Like I could like learn a lot from you guys. And thank you for giving us a very good debate session. You guys are very good debaters, and we hope to see you in the next sessions hosted by Sarkari School. So according to my view that the recently government has passed a bill that it's not enacted yet, but it has been passed that the age of the girls will also be 21, increasing from 18 to 21. According to me, it's a good decision. As in India there is uh, a big problem of child marriage, and if the age will increase to 21, then maybe the age of marriage may increase. Girl marriage may increase from like very low to a bit high. It will take time, but it will increase. So what are your views, Gauri?
I totally agree with you, Muskan. I think that government has taken a very wise decision. According to me, I support this bill that they have released, and let's hope for the best.
Yes, now in sometimes the adjudicators will declare the result of the debate. So we so anyone has any views like about how was the session, like how did you any views about how was your opponent? I would like to invite you guys to speak. Anyone can start.
Yeah, it was a great session and I enjoyed thoroughly. And even I was the one of the first team members, and I still waited for still so long to listen everybody. And I was so curious when the argument was going on to, uh, just the judges can give me some times 30 or 20 seconds so that I too can rebut them, even they are not in my team. So it was surely a great session, and I enjoyed and learned a lot.
Hello.
Thank you so much, Miss Beauty.
Like
Yes,
just Beauty
Yes,
said, I was like when others were arguing and were other presenting their views, I was also curious, like I would like to present mine and to rebut them. And first of all, this opportunity is so great that you are getting some new ideas, like every listener has something to give to each other, or the healthy conversation even that this platform even gave to us. So like it was nice, especially meeting some new people and their ideas, getting to know them. So like yeah, it was really interesting and healthy as well.
I totally agree with you, Aditya. And indeed, a debate, is called a good debate when it's a healthy discussion, and we don't take things personally. It's all professional, and we both the sides, gives good sides, and with no hard feelings. So all the best to all the participants, and all of you did a great job. And now I would like to invite our adjudicator, Miss Manjari.
Thank you so much. First of all, before I declare the results, I would like to thank Mr. Abhishek for the event. Plus, I would like to thank Ms. Barsha for being a wonderful adjudicator. She has been there throughout the event with us. She has been marking and noticing everything quite clearly and quite, nicely. Also, thank you, Gauri, for being such a wonderful moderator. Now, once I come to the results, first of all, a very, very hearty congratulations to each one of you who participated, each one of you who qualified for this round. You all were really wonderful. I expect you all to take the results in a very healthy manner because it's just a competition and nothing more, right? So coming to the results, first of all, in the first place, we have Adityan, if I'm pronouncing your name correct. Many congratulations to you, Adityan.
Thank you. And yes, you
At the
are pronouncing
second,
it right.
yeah, second place, we have Mr. Harshit. Congratulations. And third, we have Ruhani.
Thank
Do
you.
we have her here? No? All
No,
right.
she's not present
So
here right now.
many congratulations to our top three, Adityan, Harshit, and Rohani. Rest, everybody was amazing. You guys just have a point or two difference with the winners. So kindly do not dishearten yourselves. You all were also amazing. Thank you so much. I would now like to call upon Barsha to just speak something for our winners. She has been the adjudicator for the event. Thank you.
Thank you. It was a great session. I myself hadn't thought of these many points that I got to hear from all of you. You have been very good. The rebuttals were great. The research was great. Especially someone's research had like statistics and all, and I didn't know anything about that. So like child marriage is a problem. Like we have prohibition of child marriage act, but yet still child marriage is happening. And I do believe that child marriage is the root cause of gender discrimination, but the ones who are against that point, I was influenced by them. Thank you for calling me for this wonderful event, and I had a great time with you guys. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Barsha. We would like to end our event with this note that we would love to have you all in all our upcoming events. We would like to congratulate all the winners and all the participants once again. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you so much for providing us with your precious time. Thank you. Have a great night. Good night. Thank you.